Hey everyone, it's Nicholas Wilton at Art to Life. I have to wear these funny glasses because I lost my other glasses. When your life's getting really busy, well, for me, and then I start losing things like my glasses, and they fell out between my car and yoga somewhere, somehow, but it's kind of blurry. But anyway, so last night I was at this Marie Forleo event. Marie Forleo is a life coach, business coach. You've probably heard of her. She's the creator of Marie TV. It's an online kind of like cool program on Sundays. She's been interviewed by Oprah Winfrey, and now is a New York Times bestselling author of this book, Everything is Figure Outable. And that's what the event was last night, sort of the release party of this thing, or it was like a book signing, and she gave away the books and everything. And it was really great to be in the audience, and I'm a big fan of her. And what's so cool, and what she's talking about in this book, and I've read about half of it because it just came out, but I know what her message is, and it's just everything is figure outable. Like, we're all able to do what we want with our lives. We're able to move towards what we want. We have all the resources we have within us, and that this is a possibility. And it's super empowering to be around people like that. And I try to role model that. I try to teach that in Art to Life. Like, this is something I do know a lot about, the fact that art is available to anyone. And sometimes I'm just struck by how many questions and comments I get from people who are really, really on the fence about whether this is available to them or not. And I know that we all have that niggling in the back of our minds about whether we can do this or not, but you absolutely can. I have taught so many people, and I've never met anyone who if they were interested, could not do this. Like, anyone can make art, and it's totally available. So I just heard that. I was listening to that in the audience. There was this big Q&A thing, and it was really about, Marie was just role modeling this person who, she's super down to earth, really, and is kind of become a megastar, but she's so real. And she's just worked hard and tried things and figured things out and kept going, and serves that, up for other people. And all the questions and answers, she was just providing that kind of information for people. Basically, the message being that you can do this. And it's so true, that it's available, and it's part of what makes her so appealing, I think, is that she empowers people, is that there's a possibility that I can do this too when I see what she is doing. When people in the audience feel like, wow, she started with a soul-sucking job, and now look what she's done. And it takes a certain kind of generosity of that person to make other people feel like it's available. And authenticity is such an attractive thing, because that's kind of where she's at. Like, it's super down to earth, and I just really admire that, and in people, and I especially admire that in art. And that's what moves art. That's what makes really, really great art. So I just kept thinking about you guys in this talk last night, and how this so much relates to art making. And maybe, I don't know if I have a point here, but I think it is to like really double down on and lean into who you are, and what you're making, and really lean into your authenticity, because that's where the juice is, and that's what makes the amazing work. It also makes you a remarkable person. It's like, people can connect with that. They connect with the person, they connect with the art. The whole package is and it's easy because it's you. So I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to say that today, because I just think it's sometimes we just get down on ourselves, and I just thought I would throw that out. And I was also thinking of this last night. It really hit me, sitting there thinking, listening to all the comments and the conversation last night, that possibly when we're making our art, it is, I think, the time when we are most like ourselves. And I never really thought of that before. You know, like when we're making our art, it is the time when we get to be ourselves fully. And that is a really cool way to think about it. Like, will you get to the end of your life and regret the fact that you spent too much time being yourself? And so I'm just throwing this out as sort of like a way to think about your art, to maybe pull you back into it. It's like, it's so wide open. It's so free. It's so inviting for you to become more and more like yourself. And so anyway, that was the last little thought I had. And I just, they don't all fit together, but it was all came up because of this really cool event. So I had purchased this book when it first came out. Marie has a pretty cool program that, like an actual like training, that if you buy a book and by a certain date, which I think is mid-October, you can take her course. So that kind of comes with it. But I had the book, and because I went to this thing, there was another book there. So I got two of them. So I want to give one of these away to an interesting comment. We'll just pick at random. So do that, and next week we'll send this out. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think the subject of this is just about authenticity and really double downing on it in your life and in your art. I think it's so important, and that this art thing is the perfect vehicle to become yourself. So let me know in your comments, your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. And if you're new here, go ahead and download that color PDF. There's tons of information about color and using that in your art. Okay, thanks a lot.